Hello, welcome to Daisy Case Primitives. My name is Christy, and this is my channel that I talk primarily about cross stitch, sometimes other crafts that I enjoy, hobbies that I enjoy, and sometimes a little bit about decorating. Welcome. If you're new, welcome back. If you've visited with me before, thank you for that. And how have you been? I've not been able to stick to my normal routine of every 2 weeks trying to post a video, but after Christmas, I taken all my Christmas decor down. I like to kind of go through it and sort out the things that I don't care for anymore and haven't used in several years. And so as I go through that and pack it back away, I'm kind of clearing out. That's taken me a bit, and as I clear out, take all the decor out, and I'm putting new things in, try to redecorate. I don't remember what I had in a place before, so I kind of I get sidetracked off onto a rabbit trail, which brings me. I want to ask you this question. In my way of pea-brain thinking, we talk about rabbit holes and rabbit trails. To me, a rabbit hole has an ending. It usually will have a bottom. There's an end to the hole most of the time. A trail just goes on and on and on and meanders here and has, little side chutes that you can go off in another direction, and they're usually kind of non-ending. Well, I have found that I am a rabbit trail kind of gal. I can get started on something and see something else, which, the squirrels come along the path with you, along the trail, cross your path, and then you're off into a whole nother venture, and I can end up in a whole new bunny village before I'm done. So my question to you is, are you a bunny hole kind of person, or are you a bunny trail kind of person? Question of the day. Anyway, fair warning, I'm probably going to have a lot of crinkling and zipping in this video. I'm going to share a couple of my new starts for the year, and I'm going to do a little bit of a whip parade because I've not done very many videos. I'm fairly new to FlossTube. I've don't want to bore you with all the past finishes or starts, whips, works in progress that I've got going, because it's just a couple of videos back that I may have shared it with you. So I went digging in the whip pile and pulled out things that I haven't shown you yet. So, and they're not pressed, they're wrinkly, and I'm sorry for that. So, thank you to everyone that's been watching and commenting, subscribing. I appreciate that. I'm pretty sure that I have answered all questions. If I haven't, I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't see everything. It just depends if I don't always see all the comments, and it depends if I see some things on my phone that I don't see on my laptop, vice versa. So I apologize. It's not that I'm trying to ignore you, and if it's taken me a while to get back to you, I'm sorry. But if I haven't answered your question, please ask me again, and eventually, hopefully, I'll get to answering you. There is one that I've not answered that I know I haven't answered yet. And as I was digging through my whips, I was able to find out the answer. So, Sheila, this one is for you. So, to get started a little bit here, this will be a repeat whip because Sheila asked a question about this one. She wanted to know what color I was using, what color floss I was using for my blue house on Abigail Adams sampler by Lori Rippey. I'm stitching from stash on this one, and I think, Sheila, I am using DMC's 924 for my house. Now, here's my problem. Here's what I had going. And that's the blue. There's not any variegation in it for what I'm using. Here's my problem. I wrote down in my notes that I was using Color and Cotton Forest. Well, when I pull that out, here's Color and Cotton Forest. It's kind of a tealy green. That doesn't look like what I used. That doesn't look the same. It's pretty, but it's not what I used. Then I also had a note of Color and Cotton Union Blue. That's kind of close, but not really. So when I look again at my DMC 924 against what I've used, I think that's it. So Sheila, I think it's DMC 924, but there's a couple other options for you. And I apologize it took me so long to get back to you. This one was kind of on the bottom of the pile. So hopefully that helps you. And you probably have already stitched your blue house by now. I hope you have. So anyway, there's that. Okay, my 2 new starts. I had, in my last video, I talked about my New Year's new start. No, this is stuck in the bag. Teresa Kogut's Land That I Love. And I am using 36 count vintage country mocha. I did not get started on New Year's Day. I got to start on the day after. And that's what I have so far. I really love this little flower border. It's just so cute. So pretty. The colors are just awesome. I'm using, I believe, the bulk of DMCs and overdyes. So I haven't gotten all of my DMC yet on the thread drops. Kind of ratty. That's something I need to work on. Is getting all my DMC onto thread drops. So that was my New Year's start. That is a Sal, and I will put the hashtag below in the description box if you'd like to join that Sal. Sorry, today is a really windy, blustery, very cold, snowy day, and there's a lot of activity around here out on the road, and the squirrels are really busy today. I can hear them thud when they land on the roof. We have a lot of really old, very large maple trees around the house, and the squirrels have quite the highway system from one branch to the other to get to the house, to jump from the house to another tree branch in the front yard, and then they're down the tree. They're really busy today, so it's because it's snowy and they're preoccupied. So if you hear that thud, that's what that's all about. Or my dog. Okay, my second new start for the year This was kind of an impulse thing. This is Susanna Walker, 1848, by Modern Folk Embroidery. Jacob McGrath, I believe is how you say his name. He's the designer, and he just recently started a FlossTube channel. And he's so interesting to listen to and explain his samplers and the history and the background behind them. So go check out Jacob's Modern Folk Embroidery. I am using, where is it? Check my notes here. 36 count, Up in the Attic is the colorway by Fox and Rabbit. That's the linen that I'm using. And I'm using the called for DMC flosses. And this is my start. This is one page of the pattern complete. It's really cute. I like those the flower colors. That's a pretty good representation of the color of the linen. I really like this. Sweet little pattern. And I really love this linen. So that was my second new start. This is probably going to be another short video, like normal. Trying to keep it short and sweet. All right, now on to my whips. Like I said, I'm only going to share whips that I pulled out of my basket that I've not shared before, because I don't want to bore you. This one that I pulled out, I believe was Mania Start, Elizabeth Easton, by the Good Housewife. My heritage is Pennsylvania Dutch, and I really like these folk art factory. It just reminds me of that. So that's one that I started, I believe, in Mania. And I'm using the it's all called for DMC. And they're just kind of plopped in the bag. I need to get that taken care of. And here is what I have so far. Not much. This is on 36 count platinum Edinburgh, using the call for DMCs. I think, well, I know that the Good Housewife has an Etsy shop. I do believe you can still get this design, this pattern. But this shop, I believe, now is on vacation mode. And I'm pretty sure you can get this in from other sources. All right. Next one I want to show you is by Threadwork Primitives, Nan Lewis, called Gray House. I think I started this one back in the fall. I'm doing this on a 28 count beige Jubilant even weave, using my own DMC conversions. And this is what I have so far with it. Those trees are really cute. Little willow trees. Cute, cute, cute. I like that even weave. That was the first time that I've used that. Get in there, get in there, get in there. All right. Next one is Butternut Tavern by Stacy Nash. We've seen this one. I love mustardy house. And this border of flowers is so cute, so pretty. This one, I'm using a 40 count R&R espresso. And the called for Gentle Arts flosses. This, I believe, for me was a mania start this year also. And that's all I have. Is that right? Upside right? I think so. Those are so cute, the flowers. This one, 40 count slows me down. I have found that 36 is my sweet spot. I can see that well. I still have to use magnification or readers with my bifocals. And 40 count, just, I love it. I like the look of it, but it just slows me down way too much. All right, next one is by Brenda Gervais, the Candlestick Maker Sampler. Now this one I started, I believe, sometime in 2019. I'm stitching this one on 36 count parchment. Yeah, with the called for overdyed flosses. They're so pretty. Here's the floss colors. And here is what I have on this one. Try to get the wrinkles out. This one, I know I stopped because I wasn't sure the numbers down here, the color of the floss was they were ghosting out, and I wasn't sure what I would think about that. So I kind of put it away, and of course went off on a rabbit trail with something else. And I want to get back to this. I love this. It reminds me of colonial style. And I've noticed since stitching a little bit, since starting this, I love samplers, and I'm finding out, I'm learning about myself, that I like symmetry. And nothing against any of the designs at all. It's just me and my personal preference. What I found that my eye and my brain just naturally I'm attracted to. I figured out that I like square. Why? I don't know. And I like symmetry. So this one, I love this pattern, this design, but you can see it's not exactly symmetrical in that this vase is not, it doesn't mirror. Now, you know, some designs can be a mirror. What's on this side, there may be a big house, there may be an alphabet or whatever, but there may be an urn of flowers that are identical. I like that, but I also, it doesn't bother me in my preference, my personal preference. It doesn't bother me if maybe there is an urn of flowers that are on one side and they're a little different, maybe different coloring or a different style of flower, but as long as the dimension or the size is equal and it kind of equals out and balances out, I like that. So I'm not going to stop on this one, but it's just something interesting that I've learned about myself. So for whatever it's worth, I know I'm a rabbit trail kind of gal. I know I like square stitching, and I like some symmetry. Also, with this pattern, you can see, get you up close, maybe you're not, not all, there are candles in the windows, in about 3 of the windows. And I decided to put candles in all of my windows. So I took a little bit of liberties there and added candles in all my windows. I like that look. I like to do that here in my home too. It's kind of nice when you go out for the evening and then you come home and you see the candlelight in the window. It's cozy and welcoming. So anyway, blabbering on about that. That's that one. Something else. I really enjoy watching all the whip parades and the planning videos that those of you that share. I enjoy that. I enjoy different decorating styles and different stitching designs. If I had a large enough house, I would have farmhouse, I would have contemporary, I would have all kinds of different styles because I like that. I just tend to gravitate to primitive and colonial for my own because that's just kind of how it evolved. But I appreciate the different designs, and I really enjoy watching everyone's planning videos because there's so much diversity in how people think and how they decide what they're going to do for planning for their next year. I wish I could be the type of person, but because I'm a rabbit trail kind of gal, I can make a plan for the year, but then I'm going to see something's going to distract me and I'm going to get off the track, off the trail. That doesn't mean that I don't have ideas about what I want to get accomplished and what I want to do. I do have some wall in my hallway that I really want to fill up with some samplers, and I do have samplers. There's some back here behind me, but I want to kind of do a collage of samplers. Another side note, sorry I'm chitty chatty today. If you haven't seen Brenda, the sampler stitcher, her home tour, oh my goodness. Her home is so inspiring with the stitching that she's done. She's one of my stitching idols, along with Carol, the Saltbox Stitcher. Same way. Those ladies have put so much heart and soul into their stitching, and it's on their walls. And it's beautiful. And it's like a big puzzle. You know, I want diversity in my gatherings on my wall. So I'm trying to find samplers that are different sizes, different shapes, different orientations, like, you know, vertical, horizontal, vertical, and square, rectangular. So I'm looking to do that. But anyway, I just appreciate everybody sharing their planning videos. It gives me ideas as to how to approach trying to plan and setting some goals. And it's kind of interesting to see how everybody comes up with what they want to do and how they're going to do it. All right, back to the task at hand. Next one I want to share with you, another whip, is Bless Our Home by La-Di Da. And my friend Lisa is working on this one. I think she's got quite a bit more done than I do. I really love that border and that tree. Now, okay, to this one. Is that symmetrical? No. But I love it. No rhyme or reason. I am stitching this one on 36 count pear by Lakeside. And I'm using a combination of overdyed and DMC. And here's, whoops, some of the floss, well, the flosses that I'm using. Rich jewel tones. That's my thing. And this is what I have so far. Uh-oh. Now I'm gonna have this all messed up. Okay, there's my start. I really love this red on this pear. Right there's a really good color. True color. This tree's been quite a job getting that much in there, but I really love this. So as I'm digging through my whips here to share with you today, I'm thinking, I want these things done and on my wall. And I'm trying to figure out my plan of attack. So I think I'm just gonna start picking out a few that are close to being finished and focus on them and make myself stick with it till it's finished. All right, the last one that I'm going to share with you, where are we at on minutes? Ooh, we're almost to half an hour. Everybody's seen this. Many have already stitched it. I love this. Village of Hawk Run Hollow Carriage House Samplings. I'm stitching mine on 40 count country mocha, as you can see down there. There's so many things to look at in this little thing. It's not little by any means. I started this, I think that was my New Year's New Start 2020 last year. Which seems so weird to say already that 2020 was last year. Amazing how time flies. Anyway, I started it thinking that I would do a block a month. You'll see. That didn't happen. Rabbit trail. I'm using the call for DMCs, and I need to get them on the drops, but that's just some of them. I had this all kitted up, obviously started it, and I've been borrowing floss from here. I wanted to share this with you. My friend Shanda sent me this floss ring and drops. So cute. The key and awesome red house. Thank you, Shanda. And she gave me a couple of a red and a green. I can't remember what the color names were of flosses. So I appreciate that, Shanda. Thank you. Yours is waiting on you. All right. Scatterbrain today. Here is what I have so far. I really thought that I could get a block a month done. There's a lot of stitching in one of them. There's a lot of stitching in just that one block. And I messed up. I tell you what, this snake he's wonky. The grass is wonky. I didn't really get these in the right place, but it looks good. It looks fine. I initially started this out on a piece of, what did I say I was using? That's 40 count. I think it started out on a 36 count and then found out the size of linen that I had was not going to be large enough. I didn't get too far into stitching the first block when I started thinking, I don't think this is going to fit. So I rechecked it and it wasn't. So anyway, that's what I got done on that. I really like this vintage country mocha. I like the base color, but then the gentle modeling in it. It's just enough variegation. And I like the weight of it. I just like it all around. Okay, so that's all I have to share with you today. We're at 30 minutes. I like to keep my videos short because it takes so long to upload them. My internet's not all that wonderful here. It's slow. But I didn't want to wait any longer. I wanted to get back with you and check in, say hello to everyone, and just get caught up a little bit. So I will end it here, and I will see you soon. Happy stitching, everybody.